news. So many people on meth. Ow!
Well, 31-year-old Nadine Kaufman made a bit of a mistake. First mistake is to drink too much and then start driving around South Florida. That's not a good plan.
Yeah, Nadine, just get an Uber. It's so easy now. What are you doing?
Well, after she was drifting across a couple of lanes and blowing past a red light, Boca cop said, all right, enough is enough. We got a suspicion here. And that suspicion was confirmed that she might have been driving under the influence. When they asked her for her driver's license and registration, she handed over a bag containing Q-tips and batteries.
That's going to be a problem.
Yeah. They say that her breath had an overwhelming odor of alcohol. Wow.
Girl, I mean, you're an idiot. It's so easy to get an Uber. It's so easy to get a Lyft. What are we doing out here?
Mm-hmm. The other thing we learned of Nadine Kaufman from Deerfield Beach is apparently when she was asked about body markings on the jail intake form, she said that she had a heart tattoo on the bottom of her buttocks.
Okay.
Well, that's nice. Thanks for telling us.
Classy.
Yeah, okay, there you go.
Telling is great. Showing is better.
They say that officials in St. Pete, Florida are moving forward with an investigation to determine whether human remains from a historic cemetery lie beneath a parking lot at Tropicana Field, home of the Tampa Bay Rays.
Oh, my gosh. Like a poltergeist style? They built on top of the bodies? Are they struggling with winds?
They did. That's the stadium that the roof got ripped apart when they had the storm come across. Ruh-roh. They say ground-penetrating radar surveys found up to 10 possible burial sites.
What?
Beneath parking lot 1 that was likely connected to the early 1900s Oak Lawn Cemetery, which operated from about 1905 to 1926.
Where's the record-keeping, people? What are we doing?
Yeah, I often wonder that when it comes to some of these cemeteries that we have downtown in some of these South Florida cities. Look, I always look at the massive one in downtown West Palm Beach.
You are right. Right there by the Bright Line.
I'm like, that is some prime real estate right there that's just holding nothing but graves.
But you better not even think about it.
You know someone's thinking about it.
That is cursed if you put anything on that land. Haven't you seen the movie Poltergeist?
Well, I mean, you know, you got to make sure you move the bodies and take them respectfully somewhere else.
Kevin, there is no respectfully moving a body from the 1800s. How you going to move that without a little bit of it falling apart?
I got a line of developers showing you that they're willing to try.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, they say that the archaeological work is going to include digging test areas, sifting soil, and documenting any remains or artifacts.
I wouldn't buy a condo in that building.
They say if human remains are found, the excavation will stop and the case will be handled with state historic preservation authorities. Radar surveys previously identified 7 possible burials plus 3 additional areas of interest, 10 potential.
So they know they got at least 10 bodies. If there's 10, there's more.
Well, that's what they're seeing right now. I don't know that it would mean more. But they say the digging won't begin until after the 2026 baseball season, so it doesn't disrupt stadium operations. So
MLB does take priority.
Yeah, so I don't know. Does that jinx your franchise from definitely not winning a World Series if you've got spirits working against you?
At least before you could say you didn't know.
Yeah.
But now your ass knows. So
yep.
You are basically thumbing your nose at the spirits. Good luck with that.
Yeah, good luck. Well, Jason Cannells of Spring Hill, Florida is facing 8 federal counts of interstate transportation of stolen property after allegedly orchestrating elaborate onion and potato fraud schemes.
Look, I get it. Them prices are high.
They say he was impersonating legitimate companies, copying official email signatures to deceive wholesale suppliers.
They're doing this with alcohol, too. Remember the whole story about the celebrity Guy Fieri's alcohol?
Wow.
They're faking like they're transporting your stuff to where it's supposed to go, and they're not. They're transporting it to a hidden warehouse in the opposite direction. They even give like fake fake GPS trackers.
Whoa.
And by the time you realize it's not your real shipment, it's too late. Your stuff has gone the opposite way, hundreds of miles.
They say he redirected produce shipments already in transit to different addresses without paying vendors. And then in another scheme, he allegedly used falsified paperwork, convincing suppliers shipments were already paid for when no payment had existed.
Wow.
They say it was over $600,000 of damage he concurred to these companies.
Everybody's got to be on high alert all the time because even people that you think you know, like this shipping company, are trying to fleece you and steal from you. You have to assume everybody's a crook.
He is facing up to 10 years in federal prison.
Good.
Well, another thing you should not do behind the wheel of your car is watch YouTube videos. One motorist found this out in California when he crashed right into a California Highway Patrol vehicle on Highway 101.
How unfortunate. It's going to be tough to talk your way out of that one, bud.
And the crazy thing is they were actually there to clear a 3-vehicle crash that had just occurred. They had road flares marking closed right lanes, but the driver just didn't even see it because he was so engrossed in whatever this amazing content was. They say neither the driver nor officials sustained injuries in the collision, thankfully. But, just kind of a reminder, you're not supposed to watch YouTube while driving.
That just tells you how powerful YouTube is.
Yeah. Or there's another thing that people were doing behind some of these Teslas or these self-driving vehicles. They're taking big old naps. And also in California, if people aren't watching YouTube, they're taking a siesta. And they caught this older couple in the Bay Area going down Highway 4, just taking a nice old nap.
I've seen this. I've seen people in a Tesla like reclined back and chilling.
Yeah.
My
That's what they're
car
doing.
would do this too, but just like that first story you did, it would not be able to see the road flares, and it would not be able to detect that the trooper has a stopped vehicle ahead. Like, that's what the human is supposed to be looking out for.
Right.
The car is not going to be able to act
Yeah.
fast enough.
People just need to realize that, and they right now do not. Now, another crazy thing about these self-driving cars, these Waymos are just bonkers. Josie Kaufman and her sister experienced a frightening incident during their very first Waymo ride in Arizona. They say the driverless taxi stopped while crossing 4 highway lanes, leaving passengers stranded in oncoming traffic.
Oh, my. That's a T-bone waiting to happen.
They said they were stopped in the middle of 4 lanes with traffic coming very quickly towards us. Here's Josie Kaufman.
What were you feeling when you're in the middle of traffic with cars coming towards you and no one is in the driver's seat?
I'm definitely terrified. We are stopped in the middle of 4 lanes of traffic coming very, very quickly towards us.
The company told us while the event does not reflect the vast majority of our services, we take it seriously to learn and improve from it.
Would you ever get in a Waymo again?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I would have to really think about it.
Wow, that's crazy. Waymo has acknowledged the incident, saying it doesn't reflect their typical service quality. They're not typically going to strand you into 4 lanes of oncoming traffic.
Oh, okay. Well, that makes me feel better. I'm an anomaly.
It's so annoying, these people that just go around and try to sue to make money. They don't have any kind, that's their whole job.
It is, because then people like us that are just out here trying to do good things get sued. And now you can't do good things for people anymore.
One person that's doing this is this German tourist who went to New York and sued a taco joint after saying their salsa was too spicy.
Dude.
He said it caused him mouth burns and stomach problems. The judge said to him, when it comes to salsa, the spice is kind of the point.
Yeah.
Threw it out, which is great. And judges need to do that.
Thank you, Judge.
Yeah, because they're just throwing Hail Marys trying to get, like, I know you're from Germany, but dude, salsa's hot, man.
Salsa is hot.
Yes.
They don't have a lot of spices in
Water's
Germany.
wet here.
Water's
Salsa's
wet,
hot.
yes.
You know, I don't know what else you want to know, but come on, man.